Okay, so if we're trying to decide which pair of rectangles are similar, in order for two figures to be similar, their corresponding sides have to be what's called proportional. So what we're going to check is to see if when we put corresponding sides in a fraction together, are they equal? The ratio is equal for each pair. So let's first try rectangles 1 and 2. So what we're going to do to make sure we have the right corresponding sides is we're going to put the short side from figure 1 over the short side from figure 2. Okay. Okay, so the shorter side from rectangle 1 is length 3. The short side from rectangle 2 is 5. Notice that's shorter than the 6.5. Okay, and that's my ratio. Now let's do the same for the long sides, and you do need to put them in the same order. So if you had short from one on top, when you do the long one, you need long from one on top. If you reverse that order, it's going to mess up your answer. Okay, so the longer side from rectangle 1 was 5.2. The longer side from rectangle 2 was 6.5. Now what we're checking is to see if these are proportional or not. So then remember, proportional means that the fractions are equal, and we checked that by cross multiplying and checking to see if we get the same number. So we take our two ratios, set them equal, and cross multiply to see if they're equivalent. So over here we'd have 3 times 6.5, which is 19.5. On the other side, we'd have 5 times 5.2, which is 26. So obviously not the same, okay, which means the sides are not proportional. So it could not be rectangle 1 and rectangle 2. Let's try rectangles 2 and 3 and see if they're the pair that are similar. So again, let's do our short side. So the short side from rectangle 2 over the short side from rectangle 3. And then we'll do the long side from rectangle 2 and the long side from rectangle 3. Again, notice that rectangle 2 is on the top both times. You have to keep it that way. Okay, so rectangle 2, the shorter side was length 5. The shorter side from rectangle 3 was length 7. The longer side from rectangle 2 was 6.5. The longer side from rectangle 3 was 9.1. There's our ratios. Now we want to check to see if those are proportional. So we're going to set them equal to one another and cross multiply. So we get 5 times 9.1 and 7 times 6.5, and we're checking to see if those two things are equal. So 5 times 9.1 gives me 45.5, and 7 times 6.5 gives me 45.5. These are equivalent ratios, which means that yes, rectangle 2 and rectangle 3 are similar. Okay, if it had not been 2 and 3, we could have gone on and checked 1 and 3 exactly the same way. And you just go until you find the pair that are similar.